guys. Welcome to Jackie with a Q. How everybody doing today? Today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing the best that you can do. Again, welcome, right? So today, y'all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, okay? Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to Jackie with a Q. So let me say something, y'all. I talked about our other cousin the other day, right? We got another cousin we need to talk about. You know, we got to embrace these folks and see what's going on with them, why they going so damn crazy, right? So today, first, let me say this. It's very important to vote. If you've never voted, why you ain't never voted, I don't know, but goddamn it, it's time to vote. If you don't see the importance of voting right now, there's something wrong with you. Something all the way wrong with you, right? Now, me, I ain't never missed a vote. You know, even when I was in the streets doing whatever I was doing, I voted. I voted, right? And I was so concerned when I got down here because I got down here in January. February, I wrote the Ohio Board of Elections and said I wanted to get the, the mail-in vote, right? Because I didn't know enough about I don't know anything about the politics here, and I know I wanted to vote. Now, so I sent off the paperwork to receive the mail-in ballot, right? Well, that was in February, before my birthday. My birthday is February 28th. I want to say this was in the middle of February. And it may have been the end of February. It could have been. I don't want to tell no lie on these people. But at any rate, I renewed my license a few days before my birthday, that week of my birthday. That last week in February. And then Corona came maybe 2 weeks later. So I still haven't heard from the Board of Elections about my mail-in ballot. Now, mind you, I know I did it in February because there was an election. There was an election I wanted to vote in Cleveland, right? So it was early February. I didn't hear from them people. The pandemic had already started, was well into it. I want to say it was in the March, but it may have been early April. It was weeks. So by the time I heard from them, they said that they had no record of me. What? Now, I have never, ever missed a vote. I take that back. When I moved to Cincinnati, I missed the initial vote like I did here because I didn't know enough about the politics. But I've never really basically missed a vote since I was 18, right? And where I've been voting at, I've been voting there since I bought my house maybe 13, 14 years ago. Same place, right at the corner of my street at the school. So I'm like, okay, they tripping. There's some shit in the game. Because I've been voting right there for at least 12, 13, 14 years, right? So anyway, it was concerning me because how can I be this advocate for black rights and encouraging people to vote, and I'm not registered to vote, right? But I said, okay, I'm gonna figure this out, right? So it's getting closer and closer. It was worrying me. I said, I've got to vote. So now, let me tell y'all something. I'm very, what's the word? I'm a go-getter, right? So it's been a pandemic since I've been here. I don't really know anyone. I have my girlfriends that I work with, but, they're all at home and they live in different cities. Down here, people commute a lot. So I have friends that live in South Carolina because I'm on the border. Different cities, right? Around Charlotte. So I need a mechanic. Right? So my mechanic Junior, he's been my mechanic probably about 14, 15 years, right? So that's my guy. He's dealt with all my cars. I don't fool with nobody but him unless he recommend them because he's busy and he recommend them. I don't go. Junior is my guy. Everybody know Junior is my guy, right? So, he like family. I trust him. He's always been fair with me. That's my guy, right? So I need a mechanic because I need some back brakes on my truck. I need some Freon in my car, right? in my truck. So, because my air is not coming in right? So it didn't really bother me about the air or the brakes because I'm not really going anywhere but around the corner to the grocery store. I'm not making no long runs. I don't have to drive to work. So didn't really affect me. But I know in the back of not even in the back, in the middle of my head, I need a mechanic. I know I got to get me a mechanic, right? So I said, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to ride around and find the hood so somebody can tell me where Mr. Willie, Mr. John, somebody at. I need a mechanic, right? Well, there's not really a hood where I'm at, right? They keep saying it. I'm looking for it, been looking for it high and low. Now, I know that might sound ignorant to me, but for all of us that know, that's where all the stuff you need is at, in the hood, right? So I need my nail girl, my lash girl, my braid girl, my quick weave girl. I need all them people. I need them in the hood. I don't want to go to the salon, get a consultation, do all that shit. I need to pull up to Shadika house, handle my business, and go home, right? But we ain't gonna worry about that right now because COVID is here. Right now, I need a mechanic. So I was on a quest. I was on a quest to find me a mechanic that day, right? So as I'm riding, I see these ladies with a sign saying register to vote. So I said, first I started to keep going, and some said, So I said, can I register to vote? And even though my license says Ohio, they said yes, right? I was like, oh shit. So I go across the street, a little lot, pull up, don't take but a minute. Now then, they said, you don't need, now check this out, y'all. See, this is why Ohio is backwards. I told y'all that before. Ohio is behind the 8 ball on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? On a lot of shit. I don't know why. I know it's by design. Why? I don't know. So, I fill out the papers. They don't even ask they don't ask nothing too much, and none of your name and your address, right? I think you had the option of the social, or you had the option of your driver's license, right? Now, they did tell me when I go to vote, since I'm new here and I had never voted, to bring something stating my address. No problem. I'm going to bring my lease and my bills. Got plenty of them, right? But I just thought that was amazing. I was so happy. Oh, I was elated. I get to vote. Yes, I don't have to drive all the way back to Ohio, right? So that was a plus. Now, I still need my mechanic. Now, while I'm talking to these ladies about voting, they got a guy that's with them. He over there with the sign. I said, that's a black man, little older gentleman. He know a mechanic, right? So I do my paperwork. I'm all signed up. I'm ready to go. I'm so excited. Y'all just don't know how excited I was, right? I called my kids like, come on, y'all. Y'all can come over here and register to vote and all that, right? Because it's important. This shit right here important. This is important, right? It's important. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get back to that. So I see the guy, right? So when I pull over there to him, I said, you know what? I'm new here. First y'all need to know I don't meet no strangers. I'm not scared of people, right? I said, I'm new here and I need a mechanic. He said, oh yeah, I got a mechanic. But he said, now he at his house. I said, that's where I want him to be at, in his house, right? So this guy happened to be a pastor, gave me a card, invited me to his church, another plus, right? And so I said all that to say this. On my quest to find the mechanic, I found the mechanic and I registered to vote. 2 birds, 1 stone. Moral of that story is, put some action on it. Faith without works is dead. Whatever you trying to do, you got to put some action on it, okay? All right, that was the little nugget for the day. Anyway, so now back to the voting. It's very important that we vote. Very important that we vote. This is the vote of our lives. This is our lives, okay? So all the people talking about Kamala she got a white man. She put niggas in the penitentiary, all that. We know all that, right? But what other choice do you have? And let me tell you this. If you choose to not vote, that's your choice. But that's dumb. And I'm going to tell you that's dumb. And you can call me up. We can talk about it, right? If you don't choose to vote, choosing not to vote is just like giving a vote to the opposition. Okay? So if you choose not to vote because you just don't like, because Kamala done put niggas in the penitentiary, her husband is white, her kids half white, that's dumb. And you're giving your vote away. So this is my argument. Our ancestors died, fought hard. We wouldn't do that today. All that shit they went through, y'all know we wouldn't go through that today. They fought so that we can have the right. See, voting is our right, right? They fought hard for us to have the right. You know, we losing some of our heroes now. We just lost the state representative. We're losing them, right? And those are the people that are the backbone of our culture as it is today, right? So it's very important. It is very, very, very important. You know what I'm saying? That we vote. This is the vote of our lives. This is the most meaningful vote we will probably ever have. People in my age, you know, younger folks, something different. But I'm going to say this. This is the most important vote of our lifetime. Today. This is the most important vote of our lifetime, right? This is something we got to do. I don't give a damn. And for all those people that know people that need to vote and they're maybe not registered. See, this is something that we have to do collectively. If we want to straighten our lives out, if we want things to go the way that we want them to go, if we want to fight racial injustice, if we want to have the proper health care and whatever other issues that you have, I hope you got some issues, right? It's our job to see that people that can't get to the polls get there. It's our job to see that people you know are not registered, take them somewhere to get registered. This is, you know, we cannot be selfish about this at this time, right? This is a time that we pull together and help one another. We must vote. It is so important to vote. I don't give a damn if you vote for Trump. Just get out and exercise your right to vote. You know, people died. We're standing on the backs of some folks. We are right now standing on the backs of some folks, right? You need to go vote. You need to go vote. You need to go vote, right? Now, I'm not one that has been heavy into politics. You know, I have a couple of friends that are heavy. They sit and watch CNN all day. That's good because they can tell me what's going on, right? I got disenchanted with the news, you know, when Trump was running for office. And once he became president, I stopped watching. Because in my mind, if I don't see it, you know, there's a lot of stuff I know that's going on, but I don't want to see it because it stays in here. I retain all that bullshit. And I don't want it in my headspace. I got a lot of stuff going on, right? So, and now that we got COVID, you know, it's like the world is in a jumble, right? We got racial injustice all going crazy. You know, they just killing us, right? So, a lot of times when I watch the news, it will make me sad. It'll make me sad. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't do a lot of that, but I keep up with it. And I watch it periodically. And if something goes on, like during the riots I watched, that's my daughter-in-law, y'all. I'm waving. Anyway, you know, I watched the funerals of certain folks. You know, I watch, but it's just I don't do it on a daily. I can't. I'm too empathetic. I'm too emotional. I just can't watch all that shit. That shit is like doom and gloom. But I do know what's important, and that is to vote. That is to vote. You know, you got to vote. You got to vote. This is the most important vote of our lives. And, you know, we got to... Now, let me say this, y'all. Back to the crazy cousin, right? Kanye West is our crazy cousin, y'all. Now, let me tell you what the problem I have is. You know, he married the white woman, right? Now, you know, he made a song about that a long time ago. You end up marrying one. But anyway, so he has lost his mind, point blank. You know, and that's something that can't be helped. He's mentally ill, right? He is mentally ill. Now, the job of his wife and family is to rein him in. You know what I'm saying? And to love on him and cover him up, right? And this nigga just running wild saying all kind of reckless shit, right? Like, Kanye's lost his mind. You know, that's a given. He's lost his mind. And it just hasn't been checked. He hasn't properly been diagnosed. And maybe he has, and, you know, they're not talking about it. But he has lost his mind. And initially, when he first was ranting and raving and talking crazy, I, again, dismissed it. Because a lot of times for me, when shit just went too far to the left, I don't even address it because I can't. It's too far. It's gone. It's way over there. You know, I had to process it. Take me a day or two to process it, you know. And I'm like that with everything in life. Like, so shit too drastic happen, I can't deal with it at the moment. I need to breathe, pray, sit down, think before I can address it, right? Because that's too much. And, you know, all the crazy stuff that Kanye's been saying, that's our cousin. We got to get him. We got to go get him. We got to get him, and because, you know, the Kardashians ain't going to do nothing about that. I don't know if they know how. See, you know, when you deal with a black man, that's a different kind of individual. That's a whole different kind of creature, right? And a lot of these women don't know that. They just think he ain't like them other men. He ain't like a white man. He ain't like a Puerto Rican man. He ain't like an Armenian man. He his own creature. He's a king. He's kingly. He's different, right? And you have to handle him differently. Can't handle him like you handle other men. Plain and simple, right? I don't care what y'all say. Don't care what you say. Whatever you got to say, drop down in the comments. Let me know, because this is a free country, right? But, it's her responsibility to try to rein that in. I'm not saying that she can't. But, you got this nigga running around here all reckless, saying all kind of dumb shit. That's embarrassing. And then what it does is all the other idiots get onto the idiot train, right? This is not the time to be playing. This ain't no time to be playing. Because everything that guy in the White House is doing is going to trickle down and affect us. I used to think, I don't give a damn. Even though I voted, I don't care what they do, because I'm going to always be me, and I'm going to always be the same amount of poor. I ain't going to get rich. It don't matter. But this shit does matter. It matters. And rights are being taken away. Now, the president that locked mailboxes is some old crazy. Like, he's so bizarre. And they just letting him be bizarre. And if we could have got a hold of this COVID when it first came out, like a leader. See, he's a leader. And I don't know if he forgot that he's a leader or if he's just there for entertainment purposes. I don't know if he knows exactly what his job is, right? So, I just think about other presidents. He's not acting presidential. So this is a pandemic and you just on here playing, talking crazy, tweeting, all that. First of all, put the tweet down. Put the Twitter down. Put that shit down. Stay off of that. You know what I'm saying? You're presidential. I used to, while he was running for office, I used to Uber, right? And I worked out of the airport a lot. And, people would come from other countries and they were appalled at him. This is before he even got elected, right? They couldn't understand a man such as himself, right? This is before we knew how super crazy he was, right? And I knew that he was going to get elected, and I'm going to tell y'all why I knew he was going to get elected. Because I was dropping white folks off at these elaborate parties in Cleveland that were Trump fundraisers. I knew that he was going to get elected. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So we can't slip up and we let him in. We slipped up and let him in. We can't. He cannot stay in. He cannot remain the president. For me, I wanted him to get impeached because I don't want him to have the rights and privileges of other former presidents. He don't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that, right? He's basically started a race war, and amongst other things, I don't. He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve to be treated presidentially. Okay, so we got to vote. We got to vote. Wouldn't give a damn me personally, I wouldn't give a damn if it was a horse and a dragon up there. It don't make no difference. We got to get him out. We have to get him out. He's got to go. He's got to go. So I need you guys to vote. Don't pay no attention to that shit Kanye talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because what I do know, there's a thin line between genius and insanity. And that's where Kanye's at. That's where he was before he lost his mind, right? Very smart people have a trouble keeping their mind a lot of times, because there's so much going on, right, in the head. That's just my philosophy of it, because I think I'm part genius, right? And sometimes I border on insanity. I teeter around on insanity too. I have, you know what I'm saying? I am able to control myself but that's through prayer and spirituality, right? And that's what he needs. And he's trying to get it. See, a lot of times, if you pay attention, a lot of times, especially black folks, because we know that's what we were rooted in, spirituality, right? And so when shit started going haywire, they'll turn to that. Now, it may be wacky and off key and to the left, but we'll turn to that. You know what I'm saying? And so it hence him having a church and doing all that, whatever he's doing. He's trying to go in the right direction. He just don't know how. He can't. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't really want to make any jokey jokes about Kanye, because his mental health is real, right? But goddamn it, somebody need to sit him down. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some idiots somewhere listening to him, and he's gonna take them votes. He's gonna take them votes away, right? We can't have the votes divided. We can't have the votes split. We have to all be on one accord if we want to fight this evil demonic monster that we have in the White House, right? Because the rights and privileges are being taken away, and more to come if we don't get them out the White House, okay? So I'm telling you guys, we got to vote, vote, vote. And it's okay if you don't know let me say this. Voting for the president is very important. Also, it's important to vote for the policymakers, the lawmakers, the judges. You know what I'm saying? All of that is very important. Maybe more so important than the president. But this time, the president is very important because the country is in a shambles. We're in a shambles. We're in a mess. And we can't have another 4 years of this because if you fuck around and then he'll change laws and say, you can be the president forever or some dumb shit like that. I'm just waiting on some dumb shit to happen. I'm expecting that. Because it's so chaotic right now, right? So it's very important that we vote, guys. You got to vote. You got to vote. You got to vote. And if you don't vote, you're a dumbass. I said it, and if I know you, I'll say it to your face. You got to vote. If I'm, again, y'all know I'm single, super single. And if I meet a guy and he tells me he don't vote, that's a deal breaker. Because that lets me know you dumb. You can't leave me. Where you going to lead me to? Where you going to lead me to? You're dumb. You don't vote. You're not exercising your right that black folks have died to give you with your dumb ass. So nah, that's a deal breaker for me. If you don't vote, that's a deal breaker. I don't really give a damn. You can have 2 wives and a girlfriend. But if you don't vote, that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. And we all know now, when Barack was running, a lot of folks had never registered. Okay, that's 12 years ago. I'm going to need you niggas to vote. Sign up. It's free. First of all, it's free. This is what I don't get. They ain't charging $5. I know people pay $50 to get in the club. Voting is free. It's free, guys. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk about this until election day. We have to vote, guys. Real simple. We have to vote. This is not nothing to play about. And if you don't care about it, it affects somebody your mama, your grandmama, your uncle, your auntie, your kids, right? Because children's rights are taken away. Like, I'm not understanding why kids got to go to school. What the fuck is that? They can learn virtually. Like I said before, my grandbabies got computers. They 18 months. They know how to hit buttons and do virtual school. At 5, they can virtually school. If they can play a game, they can learn virtually. Okay? So we got an idiot that's opening up shit and come on, we don't care. We know some people gonna die. Like, who says that? He don't even speak presidentially. Even if that's how you feel, you don't speak it, right? So we gotta vote, y'all. We gotta vote. We gotta vote. Okay? I'm gonna keep talking about it till it happens. I feel that's my job. I don't know anybody, too much down here. Because I haven't been going out and about. So I can speak to people this way. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. That's it. Real simple. You gotta vote. Okay? All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, and vote. Vote, vote, vote. And I like to see the vigor that I saw regarding the Black Lives Movement and people riding and marching and praying and chanting and doing all. That's what I want to see to vote. Take that same energy and go to the poll. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Jackie with a Q. Stay down, and when you get down, come back up. Bye-bye.